for and they received the only sovereign saltwater rights of anybody in the whole United States of America. Once we get within 3,000 feet of their island, we cross into their waters, and at that point there's no longer state or federal fishing regulations. They have their own sovereign tribal fishing game, and they set the rules. That's important because the state of Alaska wasn't going to let us pull anything up that was out of season in state waters. Our agreement with crustacean. They start out the size of about half of a grain of rice. They hang out in clouds of millions down there. If you have a fish hanging on a hook, they'll get inside that fish and start to eat it from the inside out. That's what happened to this guy right there. I've seen a 75-pound halibut on a hook for 4 hours in a cloud of sand fleas. Eats it from the inside out. You pull that thing up, it's just skin and bones. They are voracious eaters. Now the pollock is the most caught fish per pound in the state of Alaska, the most volume. The pollock is going to be your fish sticks and your filet of fish sandwich at McDonald's, okay? Panda camps, all that stuff, that's your pollock right there. This guy, probably just going to be bait from here on out. Everybody get a picture of the pollock? All right.
All right, I have something a little different. I have a Pacific halibut, and you can see his eyes are on the same side of his head. And that's because he swims around like this. He keeps the camo side up so anybody looking down can't see him. And he's got a white side that is on the bottom so anybody looking up can't see him. But these guys are pretty interesting. When they're born, they swim like this, and they have an eye on each side of their head. And one side of the brain grows faster than the other. That actually makes that eye migrate over to the same side. And I'm sure a lot of you have eaten halibut. It's one of my favorites. This guy had the same issue with sand last night. They go in the gills, they work their way out. This guy would not be a legal halibut regardless, because they got to be 32 inches. I doubt this guy's over 2 feet long. So, I don't know if you guys can picture that. He's going back over because he can't be legal anywhere in the halibut. But he did make it.
This over here is the coiler. That's just what it says. The coiler's designed for us. We connect different types of lines together to get the results that we need. We call those different types of line shots. Shots on this vessel, 25 fathom, 6 feet to a fathom. That shot's 150 feet. This one has 3 shots on it. As soon as the next shot starts to go off, we will pull it.
I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna go to my training. We're going to get to the square one after this, but this is another example of the kind of gear we might use to go crabbing. This is a cone pot or a dome pot, and we're going to call them domers on this vessel. The way they're going to work, we're going to hang bait jars around that tunnel, typically 2 or 3 of them. There's holes in the bait jars. Whatever bait we put in there, the juices flow in and out, creates a scent trail at the bottom of the ocean. Our carnivores smell that, and they come crawling to the pot, just like that. They crawl up the sides, just like that. They get in that tunnel just like that, and then we have them. Now, we get the crab out. If we could fit 2 of those big 6.5 by 750-pound king crab pots right here, you could fit a stack of 10 of those like cereal bowls on top of each other. So smaller boats, not having deck space, are going to stack those and go crabbing, okay? Tell them what you got, Big D.
All right, what I have here are box king crab, B-O-X. They are part of the king crab family. They taste just like king crab. hard to catch. I mean, they're so hard to catch, in fact, that there is no market. You're not gonna find them very many places. Nobody targets them, they're just tough to catch. And that's too bad, because I think they're one of the coolest crabs we catch. I mean, they just do it all, they're like little transformers. They're not gonna behave for me the way I would like, so I'm gonna take my word on that. But when you guys hold them, you're gonna put a couple fingers down there on their belly, thumb on their back, and just hold them like a sandwich. Check them out.
All right, now I got a bear dye tanner crab. There's also a paleo tanner crabs, but they're all known as the Alaska snow crab, okay? You're gonna hold them right out here by your thumbs on those legs. Just keep your hands spread apart. Now, we got gals coming up with critters for you guys. The rest of you, the chains are down. Come on out here. We're ready to share our crabs with you. That's not funny.
Who saw that coming?
That's completely on you. Come on out, you guys. Get the ocean behind you.